إن هذه بنتنا، ورزان بمثابة كانت بنتي الكبيرة أول فرحتي يعني. أول شابة مسعفة ميدانية متطوعة كانت هي أول شابة كشابة يعني كفتاة تنزل على المخيمات العودة، والكل شيء بادر فيها وشارك فيها. أنا كمان شاركت، كل البيت شارك، زوجي وأولادي وجيراني وإخواني، كل العالم يعني كل الفلسطينيين شاركوا. مش أكتر، هي صح رايحة، وبعدين مسيرتنا مسيرة سلمية، ما احنا حاملين سلاح ولا إشي، بالعكس احنا بصدورنا العارية أمام قوة كبيرة من الجيش اللي هي مدرعاتهم وأسلحتهم وغازهم وطائراتهم. احنا مسيرتنا سلمية، بنطالب بحقنا، من حقي يكون أنا إلي بلد، من حقي يكون لي بيت، من حق اللي متشردين في البلاد في كل مكان هذول النازعين يجوا على بيوتهم. ما آن الأوان، ما كلهم قاعدين في العالم كله قاعدين وبيتفرجوا علينا، كل واحد مرتاح، احنا عندنا حصار، لا معابر شغالة ولا دنيا، وين بدهم يروحوا؟
Well, I want to kind of, and unless you have anything you want to finish out with, I want to urge everyone again to watch Gaza Fights for Freedom, which, as we mentioned, YouTube has, I think you tweeted that it's been slapped with an 18 and up label or something like that.
It's crazier than that. It's crazier than that. So really quickly, it was suppressed in search results for the first 2 days, and then YouTube actually responded, and now miraculously you can find it. But beyond that, yeah, it was very nice of them to. I'm shocked that it's up, and it might not be for longer. So watch it while you can, and of course we'll mirror it if it gets taken down. But not only was an age restriction slapped on, this is something that is an unprecedented thing that I've actually never seen before. There are multiple modes of security measures that you have to go through to prove who you are, your identity. So I've heard this from hundreds of people all over the world, that they have to put their passport number, their driver's license, their credit card, their bank information to like actually prove that they are like a citizen. I mean, people are just like, what the hell is this? Like, people are actually saying, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
you know, understandably. So they don't want to like give up all this
personal,
data
to YouTube. Like, no one wants Google to have all that stuff.
Yeah. And I've gotten images of the share button is removed to a lot of people. It's not for me, but I don't know if it's maybe out of the country that the share button's gone. The people who subscribe to our channel weren't getting it in their subscriptions. And you actually, it's not getting recommended like it, like it usually would if there's a video taking off and being seen and it's like a hot topic. It's usually in recommended, playlists and stuff like that. And of course, it's only happening through word of mouth. You have to go directly to the channel to access this. But it is getting throttled, and it's not surprising why, especially when you realize that these companies work on behalf of the U.S. government and State Department to maintain and lock down the narrative, and that's what they've done. And for a long time, it's been increasingly it's gotten increasingly bad since the 2016 election. And I know that you guys have been on the receiving end of this as well, with quite a few videos that are just very, very timely and important coverage of what's been happening.
Yeah. It's, I think it's such an important documentary. I think everybody needs to watch it. I think it is a heartbreaking, heart-wrenching watch, because it makes us see the reality of what's happening. We can't just live in our own bubble and just be like, okay, our government gives Israel almost $4 billion a year, and I'm just going to ignore that. No, we can't ignore it, especially not now, especially no longer. Everybody needs to wake up. I really think everybody needs to watch Gaza Fights for Freedom. Go directly to Empire Files YouTube, or wherever else it ends up having to be, if it no longer is able to be on YouTube eventually, and definitely watch it there. I don't know if you have any last words on this topic at all. But
yeah, I'll just say, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna hint at your CIA drops on Empire Files too, that I'm excited about.
Oh yes, we have an anti-CIA project coming out where we're going to basically expose all of the craziest and most murderous stuff the CIA has ever done. So they've done a lot of wonky stuff too, but of course a lot of criminal, horrific things. So it's going to be a mixture, fascinating untold stories called CIA stories that are coming out. So check that out. The first one is being dropped this month, but of course we put everything on hold to dig through the archives of our Palestine reporting to really try to wage this information war, because I think it's obviously very important. I mean, I haven't eaten in a week. We can't sleep, and I can't even, just like you said, which I think really struck me, Jen, is that you just said, we can turn this off, but they can't. This is their lived experience. And I keep thinking of that all day, every day. My friends in Gaza who are texting me saying they're trying to protect their families, sending me these photos and images. And it's just a lot. It's a lot to think about what they are going through. And if I feel this sick to my stomach, how are they feeling? How are they feeling not being able to leave, not being able to escape? And it's just unbelievably heartbreaking, Jen. And I want to encourage people to go to GazaFightsForFreedom.com because this is a film filmed by heroic Palestinian videographers and journalists who produced this on the ground. They dodged bullets. They risked their lives to get this footage so they could share with an American audience what is going on, how Israel targets them directly for peaceful protests. It doesn't matter if they resist peacefully or not. They are treated the same way. This video proves it. This should be a tool for the movement. Eventually, hopefully, it will be presented as evidence for war crimes in the ICC. That is our goal. But it really provides that essential context and analysis, that historical analysis that people need to really understand how this situation got to where it is today, and what the foundation of the state of Israel really is, and how Gaza came to be what it is, what Hamas really is. It just kind of demystifies the entire situation in a really clear way. And I just can't recommend it enough, because there's never been a better time. And I know that we're all busy, right? We're all busy, but make some time for this, make some time for them, because it's up to us. It's up to us to spread this information to everyone we know.
Absolutely.
Everyone we know. And that's where the movement has to be, Jen. And I appreciate you guys so much. I can't endorse Status Coup enough. I love what you guys are doing. It's so different. You look at the range of alternative media right now, and a lot of it's based on clicks and algorithms and what feeds the algorithm. And you guys are just doing something completely out of the box. And I love you for it, because it's so rare. And how sad is that real on the ground reporting is this rare. And thank you for your work, Jen. Thank you so much, and keep it up. And that's why I'm a member of Status Coup.
Yay! The feeling is of course absolutely mutual. You do fantastic and inspirational work, and Gaza Fights for Freedom, all the work you've done, this, it's always had its moment, but this is its moment. This is so important right now. So thank you so much for coming on. I know that everybody watching this is getting so much out of it and learning so much. And I know they're all going to go watch Gaza Fights for Freedom right now. So thank you so much again, Abby.
Thanks so much, Jen.